Let us see this question of jeemains. It is asked to write the coefficient of x cube, y4, z5 in the expansion of xy plus yz plus zx whole to the power 6. Before going to solve this, let us discuss the concept which is most important to solve this type of questions. This is the case of your multinomial. That means in the expansion of multinomial, how the general term is written, what's the number of terms in case of multinomial. Those concepts should be clear to you. So first of all, let us take a multinomial, say x1, x2, so on, say xr whole to the power n. So we are not going to deduce the expression. So simply the expansion of multinomial is given this way: summation over factorial n divided by factorial a1, factorial a2, and so on factorial ar. Then x to the power x1, a1, x2, a2, so on xr a power r. You have to remember, symmetry is there, easily you can remember it. So expansion of multinomial is given by this. I repeat, say r number of variables are there, x1, x2 plus so on xr whole to the power n. If we expand it, then what's the expansion? That is summation of factorial n by coefficients we don't know, a1, a2, a3 and so on ar. These are the supposed coefficients. So factorial a1, factorial a2 and so on factorial ar. x1 to the power a1, x2 to the power a2 and so on xr to the power ar. So this gives you the expansion of a multinomial. We write in like this. Remember one thing, that is a1 plus a2 plus so on, most important condition, plus ar. It is always equal to n. This is the most important condition. So one thing is clear, expansion of multinomial is given by this formula. If here it is 20, so factorial 20 by a1, a2 up to ar, like this. And summation of all these ai's, that's your directly. And now you see, what's the general term? General term, you can say TR also. General term, in case of multinomial, general term is given by, simply you remove the summation. आप अगर समेशन हटा दिया तो जनरल टर्म तो यही बनेगा ना, फैक्टोरियल n by factorial a1, factorial a2, so on factorial ar, and then x1 over a1, x2 over a2, power actually x r power ar. So this is the case. So general term is given by this formula. 2 points should be clear. एक्सपेंशन ऑफ मल्टीनोमियल ऐसे लिखा जाता है, कोई भी मल्टीनोमियल हो एक्सपेंशन के लिए ये फॉर्मूला यूज होगा, जहां पर ये a1, a2, ar टोटल, इनका टोटल क्या होगा, दैट विल बी n. जनरल टर्म क्या बनेगा, यही तो जनरल टर्म बनेगा. So up to this it's clear. Now number of distinct terms, taking this multinomial, let us write number of distinct terms. Distinct terms in case of multinomial. The formula, let us write number of distinct terms. So it is given by, remember one thing, what formula we are going to write, that is in this expansion in the right hand side how many terms will come, provided this x1, x2 and xr, this should be your distinct. In short, xi should be distinct. In that case, number of distinct terms is given by n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. I repeat, number of distinction formula n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. ये आ गया आपका नंबर ऑफ डिस्टिंक्ट टर्म्स. कब होगा ये फॉर्मूला एप्लीकेबल? एक्साइज आर डिस्टिंक्ट, एक्साइज आर डिस्टिंक्ट, that's it. So this is all about your expansion of multinomial, how the expansion is given, what way the general term is written, then how you can find the number of distinct terms, everything is discussed. Now अभी देखिए ये प्रॉब्लम आपका एकदम इजी हो गया. Now you see this type of questions, now it will be easier for you. Just we explain what's the general term, how to write the general term in case of multinomial. So try to write the multinomial general term for this multinomial. See here, that is general term is equal to, it's given by what? Factorial n. तो यहाँ पर क्या है 6 है, तो factorial 6 divided by पावर क्या आएगा? तो a1, do one thing, here it will be say factorial a1, factorial a2, factorial a3. Three terms are there, three terms. तो फर्स्ट टर्म xy पावर a1 लगा दीजिए, yz पावर a2 बोल दीजिए, एंड zx का पावर a3 लगा दीजिए. So we explained it that in case of multinomial, it's factorial n by factorial a1, factorial a2, so on, factorial ar suppose. Then x1 power a1, x2 power a2, x3 power a3. That way we explained it. And finally xr to the power ar, where a1 plus a2 plus ar must be your n. So in this case also, a1 plus a2 plus a3, this should be 6. The total of this must be your 6. I think up to this it's clear. So a1 plus a2 plus a3 must be your 6. Now come here, let us simplify this. Here it is factorial 6 by factorial a1, factorial a2, factorial a3. Are you confused? I think it should be clear. Let me write systematic way. So one thing is that a1 plus a2 plus a3 equal to 6. Say this is number 1. Now do one thing. Factorial 6 over a1, a2, a3 into x power. Here you see x a1 and here a3. तो x का पावर क्या लगेगा? a1 plus a3. y power will be a2 plus a1, a2 plus a1, and z exponent will be a3 plus a2, a3 plus a2. Clear? Now from the general term you will decide. आपको यहाँ से डिसाइड करना पड़ेगा कि किसका कोफिशिएंट चाहिए, x के पावर 3, y के पावर 4, z power of z is your 5. Now x power is what? a1 plus a3. So according to question, a1 plus a3 must be equal to 3. a2 plus a1, that should be equal to 4. And a3 plus a2, that should be equal to 5. So 3 more equations you have obtained. a3 plus a2 plus it is your 5. So 3 more equations you have obtained. Now you have to solve it simultaneously so that you can get the values of a1, a2 and a3. Okay. Now if you solve it, then what you will get, you see, solving this, a1 equals to, do one thing here, let me say, if we here it is a2 plus a1, a2 plus a1 is 4, so 1 minus, let me give some numbering, 2, this is your 3 and this is your 4 suppose. अब देखिए easiest way you can solve it, आप काम कीजिए 1 minus 3 कर दीजिए, 1 minus 3, तो 1 minus 3, a2 cancelled out, a1 cancelled out, तो a3 डायरेक्टली मिल जाएगा, a3 will be your 6 minus 4 2, तो a3 equal to 2. Now once a3 2 आ गया, तो from 2 you will get a1 equal to 3 minus 2, so a1 is equals to 1, and then a2 is left, put a1 here, that is a2 plus 1 equal to 4, it means a2 equals to 3. I think it's simple case, school level, so you can solve it, that way you will find the value of a1, a2, a3. Now what is left? The coefficient you will get from here. Then finally come here, if you put the values here, let me put here, then it is factorial 6 divided by a1 factorial 1 1, a2 factorial 3, that will be a2 factorial 3 6, into a3 how much, a3 is your 2, so factorial 2 is your 2, into x to the power a1 plus a3, ये तो ऑटोमेटिकली सही होगा ना, a1 plus a3 that will be same, a1 plus a3 3, and y power a2 plus a1 that will be definitely 4, and don't waste time here, just a3 plus a2 that will be always 5. Under this condition only you have calculated a1, a2, a3 individually. Now you need to calculate this value only. So factorial 6 by what? Factorial 6 by 12. Now factorial 6 by 12 is what? 6 into factorial 5, that is 120, divided by 6 into 2, 6 into 2, 6 is cancelled out, 260. So your answer will be 60. Let me write here, answer आपका आएगा 60. So in the expansion of this, the B is the correct option. Coefficient of that will be your 60. I hope it's clear. After this we are going to take some more problems.